We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the New York Jets. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
We're going to start. 50 seconds a month. Come on.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sua Cravens. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. To try again after the sack. Darnold. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they are going for it. Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Bell. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off of play action, Darnold. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Jets.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw complete to Herndon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Go, son. Red 80. Give it up, defense. Give it up, ladies. Give it up, defense. Sure. Hey, over.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's 3rd and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call it the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Robbie Anderson, touchdown Jets.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Next to score, Jets 7, Redskins 0.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, motion. Hayward. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch QB draw.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
The pass on 3rd down. Intended for Vernon Davis. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Back to throw, Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 35. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Darnold rolling to his left. Caught here by Bell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Everybody scoot up.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Second and 10 now. Haskins. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw is Darnold. A screen to Bell. He's got a first down and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On play action, Haskins rolling to his right. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now it's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
Go, son. 57. Waiting. Hey, tight down. There you go. Whip. Watch the whip. Let's go. Waiting. Exit.
A first down throw, Darnold. And Braith, the tight end's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Got a man in It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Boyd, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jets have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. Able to find his running back, Geis.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Haskins will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
Haskins back to the air. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Right. 58, come on. Got you. 56, half. Slam.
On 2nd down, Love. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Haskins. It's caught by Davis. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Let's go.
Darnold on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Simeon. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Back to throw, Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It'll be Love to try and get the first. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 1st down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. It's Darnold. Flushed out right. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll roll him out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly. But the blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Goes underneath for Bell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold, flush to his right. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the penalty, it's Bell. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Pete. Ready? Let's go.
Now it's Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Bell. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. A screen to Bell. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Darnold. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Bryant is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Haskins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Haskins to throw. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here we go with Haskins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Griffin. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Jets, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week.
Ladies and gentlemen,